I think it's over my desktop audio. I muted that now. Is it better now? I hope so. Yes, should be. And from the last stream, I want to thank Emiliano for donating €3, dollars, or whatever currency it is. Thanks again. If you want to donate, there's a link in the description as well. Feel free to donate, you don't have to. So yeah, let's start. So today what we're going to build is the rig you can see over here, and also from the thumbnail. I'm gonna show you how the rig looks when it moves. Let's go into live view, of course. So that's what we're going to create today. I'm gonna show you how to create the rig and the motion frames for it in WYSIWYG, and then we're gonna go over patching them in grandMA, so we can control them over grandMA, as I'll do at the moment. So the object has 5 frames. There's one sitting in the center. If I pull up wireframe, we can see that a little bit clearer. There we go. So we have 5 frames. There are 3 frames in the center. One is the main frame, one is for left center, one is for right center, and then we have an outside right and an outside left. The outside frame is assigned to the right center frame. The right center frame is assigned to the main frame, and also on the other side. And the objects, this object till here, is assigned to the right frame. This object is assigned to the right center frame, and also here on the other side. And if we move it, you can see the main frame stays over there because it's not going to be moved by anything, and the 4 frames are following. Meron, this is so epic. Thank you very much. Yeah, credits go to Qdance, Goof, and Amir for creating something like that. I would have never came up with something like that, because my creativity or imagination isn't as great as it is from those people. So yeah, I'm lucky that people like this work in the industry and bring those stages to the next level. If you wanna see some realistic videos about it, just search in YouTube for DEFCON 1 Black Stage 2019 and treat yourself. Alright, so as we just seen how it works, we're now going to delete it and create it from scratch. Mario, thanks for the previous tutorials. You can give us more info on graphic enhancement settings in shaded view. To be honest, not really, because I'm using the default settings. For me, that work. For my laptop apparently is strong enough. It's a MSI gaming laptop. I have also no clue about PC or laptop settings or setups, so I'm a pretty big noob about that. But yeah, I can pull up my settings in shader view. What I do is, for now I have my ambient light on. If I start programming, I just put it off. Sometimes I change my background color to a lighter color than black, so I can see everything easy. And I also, for environment, I add some smoke. I put it around on 50, and that's basically the only things I change to record my timecode videos that are up on my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, let's start off by deleting the whole thing. So because everything is in a frame, we have to take it out of a frame, because if I delete it now, it won't let me delete it. So we have to go into properties, general, attach to axis and frame, none. So nothing is assigned to a frame anymore. So we just deleted it. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna create some layers first. Let's queue swords, and then we create a decoration group. They go queue swords. We're gonna use, come on, yeah. We're gonna put that into deco as well. We're gonna call that pre-rig and put it into truss. Just to clean up the file a little bit. Pre-rig. Apply, and yeah, we call it motion. Oh, we already have it. Motion frames. Alright, so let's start off by building the motion truss. So we go into the motion layer. I have no clue about the exact measurements or trusses that have been used on that specific stage, so I'm just trying to get, as I mostly do, as soon as possible. Where did you get the files of the Qdance deco? Redrawing them. What you can do is you take a picture of them and then you redraw the outlines of it, and then you have your swords. So the swords I'm having are probably not exactly as the real ones, but yeah, it's all about looks for me. So let's take the first one. I think it is a 3 meter. I'm not sure exactly, but we will figure out. Alright, I already created a shortcut for that. Oh, it's auto saving. Then we need a flexible connector. Roll it. No, that's not the one I want. 90 degrees, yes. 90 degrees as well. Thank you. So we're going to group that object by select MM and then Control G, or we go in here and group it. It's already grouped, as we can see. Then we're going to copy paste it, slide it out, use the connection of the swivel, I think that's the right word for that, and then we copy it again, we ungroup it, we delete the last part, we group it back together. We're putting it again over here. Same for this side. ungroup it by Control U. That will give you the ungroup command. By the way, if you have any questions on the way, you feel free to ask them right away. I'm trying to address all of them. So now we're basically done with the truss rig, so we're just gonna move it exactly to the center of the stage, which is over here. And then what we're going to do is also put the whole stage in the center, or on a 0 point. By moving it. Yes. For me, that's pretty important later when I'm exporting the patch and the position of those of the lights that I'm patching, hanging, or whatever. And later I want to control with grandMA. I like to have everything also in MA when it's patched, and also the fixtures are moved to the correct position. I want them to be on. Yeah, I want to have the 0 point in the center of the stage, and the 0 point over here should be the front of the stage, but it doesn't matter that much now. And also the floor should be on 1, so that's just something I would like to have. Alright, so the truss is done. Let's add some decoration parts to it. Insertables. So I unfortunately drew it in the top view, so now it will always show up in the top view, but it can be rotated, of course. So we're gonna rotate it 100 degrees, and then we rotate it another 180 degrees. So now we have it like this. That's exactly what I need. So I want it to be here, and it should be over here. Get a picture of that stage first. So we need another one of that knife in the back of it. It should be somewhere over here, and that one. No, I'm just gonna wing it over here, and it is shifted to somewhere over here, and somewhere over here. Rotate it a little bit like this. It's a little bit more rotation to it. Stupid ass snap points. Alright, so now we have this part. We're gonna add the small knives Yeah. Let's go to my insertables. Small knife. There it is. Probably again wrong. Yes. Check. 180. Yes. Now we have it in the right direction. So it is sitting somewhere over here. Yeah, that one needs to go to the back as well. Let's move that over here. And move that back to here. So it has a little bit of an angle to it. Yes. Let's see if it's. Oh. Oh yeah. Let's move it center to the outside. Let's check the shaded view. Yes, it looks already a little bit similar to what we need. So now we have two knives on top of the truss. So we're going to insert it again. Go, and now we're gonna rotate it minus 90 degrees to have it correct the first time. Yes. So this knife needs to be upwards. On here. And also in the front. It is somewhere over here, and then the other one is rotated like this. Yeah, that should be good. Again, it's auto saving. Also, if you guys have any ideas that I could do for my next stream, please feel free to let me know, so I don't have to come up every week with a new stage. And also I want to create or have a stream up that helps a lot of people. So now we're going to add the panel, the deco wood thingy. Should be that one. Yes. It is not exactly the right measurement. It's a little bit too small. Oh, we're gonna size it by scale it. Boom. Now it's big enough for what I needed. Gonna put it over here. So needs to come in front of the knives, so they are hidden, as we can see now. Yes, looks already a little bit like the real design. I hope so. Quifnock, or I hope that's how you pronounce your name. Are you looking at trying to do more WYSIWYG streams like this, or would you think of doing some set building in Vectorworks? I'm trying to do a WYSIWYG stream every Sunday from now on, till the lockdown is over, because there's nothing else to do. Vectorworks, I heard they have a free demo version or a free tryout of the full software at the moment because of the lockdown. I'm trying to have a look at it, and maybe I'll do some Vectorworks streams as well, but that's probably gonna be trails and errors because I haven't used Vectorworks yet. But yeah, maybe we can do a stream and figure out together how Vectorworks works out. I heard that a few friends of mine are maybe doing a stream, so maybe I'll probably be posting them on my Facebook if they do so, because it's also interesting for me to watch streams like that. I mean, that's most of my knowledge I learned like from watching streams or videos like grandMA. I mostly figured out by watching videos, streams. Also, big shout out to Christian Jackson. Also helped me a lot. He has some really nice videos about MA. And also shout out to Alex Hughes, I hope it's right. He's doing console training videos on YouTube channel Console Training. That helped also a lot, and also ACT lighting helped a lot. So yeah, if you wanna use the time in a good way at the moment, watch those videos, watch it whatever few times and try to achieve what they are doing and maybe get better. Thanks, trying to learn Vectorworks. Yeah, I've heard a lot of companies that I work for in the Netherlands are using Vectorworks to draw their technical drawings for building, and I would really love to get a hold of Vectorworks or get better, or at least try it out. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do that soon. Alright, so these ones have to go into Q deco. Yeah, they are. And the sorts I'm going to put into Q sorts. Let's take a different. Yes. Alright, cool. So now it's just winging stuff. That one is way too far over here. It's going to be over here. So we're going to delete that. Let's have a look. Yeah, that one needs to be winged also, but shift it to maybe over here. I hope so. Yeah, let's just delete that. Not really that visible. Don't need it. So, yeah, that will do. Right, so now we're gonna take everything over here and we're going to wing it in the center, and we have created the most of the decoration parts. Let's put the DEFCON logo in the center, and then we're gonna add some fixtures. Qdeco small. Alright. We're going to make that one red, since that's the color of DEFCON. And then we're trying to put it in front of everything. Just a little bit. So now, yes. Perfect. So let's add some fixtures. Alright, let's make it interactive again with you guys. For the beams over here and over here, what should we use? Maybe pointies, outlines from CLF, or any other. Let's give it a few seconds. If no one is answering, I'm gonna use some outlines. I think those were the real ones that they used. Not sure. Could be. So let's create the pipe first. Let's move that a little bit out of the way. It's probably gonna collide. Yeah. Boom. And it's sitting again. So no answers so far. I'm just gonna use outrons because they're pretty fast. How does it look? Yeah, whatever. I'll go with it. Maybe put it a little bit closer later. So let's create a pipe. In the picture it looks like they're 50 centimeters apart. So outrons. Mostly I use green for my beams. Put it into ungrouped, and then lights. We create a pipe that is 0.5. Trim height doesn't matter for now. And then we put it over here for now. Arons. Yes, there they are. Boom, boom. Oh. Is that... Nah, let's make it bigger pipe. Let's make it a meter. Oh, good enough. Let's see if we put it up here. No. No, let's make it 75. Yes. Yeah, it looks good. So let's put them on the back of the truss. Let's swing them. And then wing them again. And then wing them again. So now those are all where they need to be, or at least close to where they need to be. So next ones are the blinders that are sitting on the decoration. Small blinders. Lights. Just need a short pipe. Mulfey, one light. There we go. Yes, yes. Let's put it straight into the center. Block. Suaramo. Kurang Banta Boss. I have no clue what that means. Let's point it forwards. Spin 90 degrees. Yeah, as usual, always the wrong one first. So let's select the pipe, put it as far back. I need to select the light again also. Let's put it something like this, and then we'll put it over here and over here. As we can see, it is where it needs to be. Well, at least what I want it to be. So we're going to wing it again. Let's right, so the only thing I can select now are those lights. Yes, single blinders are done. What else do we have on that rig? Single blinders over here. Yeah, decoration lights. Nice. Globe, if you put your question or your sentence in English, I can read it. Or if you want, you can put it in German. I understand a little bit of Dutch, or at least I can read it and understand it. But those are the only languages I know. So let's go for the Take-lights, for the swords, and for the, yeah, let's do that first. We're gonna use some P2. Let's put on baby blue. Yes. Leg pipe is, where is it? Gone. Oh yeah. 0.5 will be enough. Let's put it over here. Let's move it over here and also over here. Nice. Put it away. How many total beam lights usually DEF CON use each festival? That is always a complete different number. If you look at the blue stage last year at DEF CON, I think they had over 200 albums, and then in the black stage they had, let me count how many of those rigs they have. Maybe I can't find it at the moment, of course. Oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they have. They had 6 of those motion rigs that I'm building now, and they have 6 times, how many do we have here? 2, 4, 8. 6 times 8. Yeah, I suck in math. 48, and then a lot of beams also on the stage. So in total, let's say there's a shitload of beams. That probably describes it the best. So P2 is the little brother of the P5, and then I'm going to spin it, probably wrong again. Ah, nice. I'm not. And then we're putting it. Right, that's not what I want. So let's put it on here. It's going to shaded view. No, let's select the light first. And then we're gonna use focus to light up the yes. Let's see how that looks. And then we're gonna put it a little bit downwards. Oh, perfect. And that should maybe change it a little bit. Yeah. It looks a bit weird because there is no drawing or whatever you call it on it. It's just a blank surface. But yeah, I have no clue how I would create something like that, unfortunately. So let's wing that light. Let's take those two and wing them in the center. And then if we go into the shader view, all of them should light up. Wow, so sick. My team did VChain and lightning design in Indonesia, and we always amazed with all of the production of all Qdance festivals. Need much learn from all of you guys. Yeah, well, Qdance is basically one of the main reasons why I moved to the Netherlands. My dream was to work for them or build up on their festivals, and that dream came true after half a year. I worked at DEF CON, and from there I don't look back on or regret moving to Holland and leave everything behind in Austria. So that was a really good decision to do. And yeah, I don't think, or if you consider moving to Holland once all of this is over, you will learn a lot here and in a pretty fast time. So if you start off as a stagehand, you're lucky if you have one free day in the summer. So there's everyday work, and I really miss it. So let's continue with that. Now it's gonna be a little bit more tricky to light up all those knives, but I have a small trick. Take a sword. And block also, I'm uploading some loadout videos from a small festival at the moment. I uploaded one yesterday already, and there will be 4 more videos in the next few days. And I don't know if it helps you, but you can watch those. It's basically just me jumping around in the scaffold and tearing apart cables. So now we're gonna ungroup, because I drew the knives as pipes, or I drew it as a line and then I converted it into a pipe. I'm gonna use that pipe that we can see over here. That's also the space where Qdance mostly puts their lights on, because the outside of the knife is basically a small pipe, so you can just screw some lamps on it. So let's do that. What lights are we going to use? Come on. I should do it. Use a little bit of a different color. Let's put that in the Conan layer. Now it obviously disappears. So I'm just gonna select that one. Yes, and it's back. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. So put him exactly in the center, which most of the time it doesn't have to be in the center, but I'm just a little bit autistic when it comes to stuff like that. There we are. Boom. Alright, so everything should be where it needs to be. So now we're just gonna go back into all layers. We're going to, of course, we're going to move it on top of those pipes. So basically now I have my lights on the on top of the pipe, or stuck on the pipe. Oh yeah, so we probably have to shift it back. Let's see where we go. Do I have feature selection? Boom. So let's focus those. Yeah. Next one is that one in the back. And then the next one is from this sort. We're gonna focus it over here. Next one. And the last one is over here. Yes. So let's see. Yeah, doable. So now we're gonna take the knives and shift it a little bit to the back. Select too much. Boom. So we're going to set them over here. That should be realistic, I think. Do you build for Climax and other Q-Dance festivals also? Climax, I never got asked to build. To be honest, I don't want to build it because Climax is... I go to Climax every year, and for me the big surprise is when they drop the curtain, and I don't really want to spoil the stage before the big opening show comes, so that's why I try to avoid building Climax. So yeah, unfortunately, but yeah, I think one day I really wanna build or work at Climax, maybe operating it. That would be nice. And Other festivals from Qdance. I build up Exclusive Ren D. I worked at Impact, Freak Show. What else? I operated on Cubase, the Better Community stage. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, I worked DEFCON, I worked 2 times, 2017 and 2018. So, I don't work at that many Qdance festivals, because I'm not having the right clients. But I'll hope it will come in the future, once everything is over. But I'll see. Yes, some are shifted, of course. So that one is alright. That one isn't. Delete. That one is also where it needs to be, and the big one isn't needed. Delete. And this one needs to be over here. So yeah, I think we need to move that one to the back. Let's do that, because otherwise we will be lighting up the DEFCON logo, and we don't want that with those. So yeah. Right, now we're going to select the whole left side, and then we're going to wing it in the center. And let's check the shader view how it looks. Preset P2. Yeah. Oh yeah, different picture. I forgot. So yeah, those are lit up perfect. Ah, I think I know what I can do. If I move my Aurons to the front, current layer, boom, all layers. Oh. And we move it to the front. What we can do now is move the sword. Nah, we keep it. Doesn't matter. So, Alons, swords, and blinders, and P2. Think that is good for now, and now let's start with motion. I think we have everything. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna go into top view. I don't wanna see the pre-rig. We're going to put it as high as possible before assigning it to the frames, of course. Now we can select everything. Yes, better. So something like this. Yeah, that looks good. So let's go into motion. Pre-rig. We don't want that. And yeah, we're also going to move it a little bit forward. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, we can still do it later. So let's start over here, and then off the pre-rig. What we're going to do is select my frame layer. I'm gonna draw a frame. I'll call that one, let's start with main. I'm going to put it in the center. So if we're looking at it from top now, I'm gonna put the frame exactly in the center of it. Amir, how you doing, my friend? Great show. I'm doing excellent. How about you? By the way, that's the guy that is responsible for the design, so thanks to him I'll be doing this stream. And he's a madman. He really knows how to create some sick stages. So now we're copy pasting the main layer to over here, and in the center. Yes, in the center. Oh, there it is. So I don't want to have overlapping frames, and it's not necessary to put it inside the truss because we're only using one axis. So we're gonna call that frame left. We're gonna call that one center left. And then we take those two and we wing it, and we're going to move those over here and call that one right, center right, and that one we call auto saving again. Hell yeah, we call that right. So now we can start assigning the frames. That frame needs to be in center left. Center left needs to be in the main frame. Center right also needs to be in the main frame. And right needs to be in the center right frame. So now we're going to add those things into right. and those ones to left, and now let's make the frames not selectable. Yeah, we're gonna do that later. We're gonna put this in center left, and we're going to put this one in, yeah, you guessed it right, center right. Well, axes cannot be directly or indirectly attached to themselves. Alright, why? Oh, main. And center. Center right. Oh, they aren't even assigned to my frame layer. That's why they're still selectable frames. So now the DEFCON logo needs to be in the main frame because we want it to stay exactly like it is, except if the rig is the whole rig, so the main frame is moving to the left or to the right. Let's check the frames again. Probably they're still, or they need to be main and center right. So now I'll go into design mode and then we can see if we made everything correct or not. Prereq design. It's pretty dark. Alright, that should be better. So now I click the toggle moving scenery designer tool. That will give me this kind of look, and then I can first of all figure out what we need. We don't need that. Yeah, we just need rotation. No, we don't need that one. We also don't need that. We need the C. Yes. So all my prereq, that one, and these ones we're going to set to 45 degrees, 45 degrees. So now the maximum we can do is 45 degrees. And then we can check the other ones. Center right, yes. Then the left also works. And the right side also works. And for the main, we need that one, and we need probably Y, yes. So let's go into my main. Y, we put it on 0 and on 6 meters, that should do. And then again 45 degrees. And then we can see, yes, it's only possible to do maximum 45 degrees and drive it down to a bit too low. So let's change it to 5 meters. Not really a lot room to move. So yeah, as we can see, it's somewhere on 250 meters, the lowest point. That should be okay. I hope so. And now we can yes. So now what we're gonna do is we go into MA. We're going to patch it from scratch again. I'm just gonna delete those. That one. Flores, yay! Wi-Fi doesn't let me down once. Haha, hi man. Good to hear, man. You shouldn't have a bad Wi-Fi. You live in the Netherlands. It's a superior country. I have way worse internet over here in Austria at my parents' house than I have in the Netherlands. Alright, setup. We're gonna delete that layer as well. So now what we're going to do is make a new layer. We call it motion 1, motion rig 1. We're gonna go into library, we type in path, and we can see MA lightning, moving path, translate, rotate, scale. Exactly what we're going to need. We need 5 of those, and we need it to be in universe 100 because that's out of the way. Good seeing you online, man. It's good seeing you on my stream. True that. Haha. Just have to fix something with the provider. Which provider do you have? Yeah, that should be it. So now what we're going to do is we're changing the fixture types. I already created those two. We're gonna delete them. So now what we're gonna do is we call that one the main. Short name main. Fuck it. Call it myself. So now we add another one. Oh, import, and import the same one again, and then we call those wings fux. We're going into the main one. What we don't need, we're going to delete. So we delete the scale. We know we need rotation Z, and we need translation Y, so we're gonna delete what we don't need, and then we go inside of it and change it from, which one is that now, rotation, from to -45 to 45, and then change that to 0, and then translation is from 0 to 5 meters, so the highest point is 5 meter. 5 meter. Now we're gonna set the DMX time a bit later. We're gonna take the wings. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need scale. And we're gonna change that also to -45 to 45. So what I'm changing now from 2 is basically what you can see in the encoder. I'm gonna show you in a second. 0. It's called Zigo, how I used to have 300 megabytes download and upload. No way though. I think I have Zigo as well. I had some issues with it a few times, but yeah, it's working. So we're gonna call the first fixture type no, those we call wings. Oh, there is name. So that one we call main. That one we call left, center left, center right, and right. And now we're gonna take those informations from the patch and we're going to patch those frames. So I'll be moving the window out of the way to my second screen, and now we're going to frames only. So yes, we're gonna select everything. Frame, Mosh DMX patch, set it to universe 100, so the main frame is patched as it should be, and the left one is on 19, the center left is on address 37, the center right is on address 55, and the right one is on address 73. Boom. So now, yes, now basically everything should work with grandMA. Now let's go into shade a few. So as we can see, we're already connected with MA. I'm going to show you how that is done. Well, if they fix it, I'm okay. I'm downloading your videos again right now. Thanks to Floris. It's the awesome guy that is editing my videos from now on, or the videos that needs to be edited. So shout out to Floris. Thanks. So how to connect grandMA? For everyone that isn't knowing how that works, you're gonna go into new, and then into consoles, manufacturer, you scroll down to MA Lightning, you choose grandMA2, you select that one, go into properties, you're gonna type in grandMA, and then the station, which is in my case number 1, the station ID, and it's important to have MA in capital letters and grand in small letters, I don't know, and you just assign your DMX outputs to the, or the universes to the outputs or inputs or whatever it's called. So I don't need that one, I have it already over here. So the only thing we're needing at the moment is universe 100, so it's output 100 and universe 100. So now if everything is set correct, also in MA you need to set global settings, WYSIWYG on, and you have a tool or a driver which looks like that. You need to set that one to M8net2, and then your station IP address, and then grandMA1 on session ID 1. Okay, and then everything, if everything is correct, you can connect. As we just seen, it connected. It's pretty normal that the rig is going crazy for a second. So if we pull up MA, let's see, fixture ID, let's put it on 1001 upwards. Now it's same as, let's set it as channel 1. So how am I going to work now? So channel 1 through, and then we store by clicking next, store it, next, store it, next, store it, next, store it. Yeah, now we have all those 5. So now I'm gonna minimize MA a little bit. I hope it's still pretty visible for you guys. Now we can use the main frame, which we can control up down. So now we're gonna set it to 2.5, which is the center. Now we can click the rotation and see that it's rotating. Nice, nice, nice. So we set that back to 0, and let's try to create a little bit of a curve. Let's put that on 20 maybe. No, let's put it on 10. Let's put that one on 20. It's a bit blurry, but we can follow your steps. I'm trying to explain as much as I can do. So now let's just go on big, and so I take the center, I put it on 10, same as my center left, and my right I put on 20, which is degrees because I set it to 45, and also in the frame it's 45. I'm gonna store that to a queue. I'm gonna put a fade time of 10 seconds to the queue, and now if we minimize MA and click the queue, we can see it moving.